the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Casey Sports Cafe, the C. Harper Auto Group, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Movement Physiotherapy, SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Cherokee Recycling, the North Union Township Recreation Center, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Stewart Collision, Ferris Carpet and Towel, Potter's Bar and Grill, Gary's Auto Sales, M&R Transit, Montgomery Medical, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Dr. Mallard and Donna George wishing the Geibel Gators the best of luck this season, Autoland Hyundai, Watson Mundorf LLP, Uniontown Detailing, Perry Floral and Gift Shop, the Geibel Catholic Fans, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Ford of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, George Dental Associates, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Thurby's Riverside Ford, and Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
From Uniontown High School, it's time for boys high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live as the Uniontown Red Raiders 3-3 overall, 1-1 out of Section 1 5A play, host the Penn Trafford Warriors. The Warriors 2-5 overall, 1-1 in the conference. Rob Kesmarski in his 24th year as the head coach of the Red Raiders. Doug Kelly in his 6th year as the head coach of the Penn Trafford Warriors. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Billy Nice behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Steve, pretty good chance we're going to see a competitive game tonight. Both Uniontown and Penn Trafford off to 1-1 starts in conference play. Uniontown won their conference opener last Friday over Albert Gallatin, 75-58, but fell big time to Greater Latrobe on Tuesday. Of course, Latrobe always has a good team. Wasn't surprising. Maybe Uniontown lost, but the margin, I think, really shocked us at 82-43.
Yeah, we were doing the LH game. We saw it on the video, and it was pretty surprising that they got beat up that bad by Latrobe. And I don't know if anyone expected Latrobe to be that good, or if Uniontown just had a really bad night. But hey, move on. You know, rinse and repeat or whatever, and just get it out of your system and come back. Got a lot of basketball to play yet this year.
And Penn Trafford lost their conference opener to Franklin Regional 63-47. Bounced back with a win over Albert Gallatin 71-42. A lot of similarities between these two programs. Both just returned one starter from a year ago.
Yeah, just it's kind of a new. Had a lot of guys, especially at Uniontown, that played for a long time. So you got a lot of experience in that lineup. And the Red Raiders are just kind of getting their wits about them and getting their feet wet this year. Hopefully the kids will get some good experience, and maybe we can win some ball games in the second half of the season.
I think it's certainly going to be the case. And these two teams really got to know each other, Steve, pretty well last year. They played 3 times, including one meeting in a PIAA play-in game that was played here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders won all 3 meetings between the schools. You have to think Penn Trafford, for some of those kids that were on that team a year ago, they're going to want revenge tonight.
Well, yeah, like you said, some of those kids, a lot of the kids on their team didn't get to play a lot last year, but they were probably sitting on the bench watching the Red Raiders beat up on them, and so they're going to have it in their heads to get a little bit of revenge.
Uniontown leads the all-time series between the two schools 8-2. I was a bit surprised, Steve, there weren't more than 10 meetings between Uniontown and Penn Trafford over the years.
Yeah, that's it. That is surprising. But now they're in the section. Of course, the way they change the sections up every year, you never know. One year you're playing against a certain group of teams, the next year it switches around. So, you know, maybe if they keep it the same for a couple years, they'll get a few more meetings.
The last Penn Trafford win over Uniontown was actually in Florida back in 2019 in the KSA tournament when the Warriors knocked off the Red Raiders 70-66 in overtime. The only other Penn Trafford win over Uniontown in the series was December the 23rd, Festivus night of 2005 at Penn Trafford in a very close and controversial game. The Warriors up into the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and the feats of strength were in out and about that night, weren't they? So,
yes.
So we'll see. But hey, tonight cold night here in Uniontown, and people just, hopefully come in here. The gym's nice and warm, so if you're out and about, come on out and watch the Red Raiders. Should be a good one.
The other advantage Uniontown has tonight versus Tuesday. Remember, Uniontown played a tough overtime game on Monday against Bell Vernon. They have 2 days of prep coming in here against Penn Trafford, and talking to Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski, he said they're more well-prepared tonight than they were on Tuesday.
Well, that's good. So that's, and like I said, a lot of times, when you get beat up like that in a game, you can learn from a lot of mistakes, and maybe the coach gets their attention a little bit better. Some of the kids will maybe, pay attention to maybe what coach wants to do.
I think we're going to see a Uniontown team that has a lot to prove tonight, and expect to see a pretty good effort out of the Red Raiders against the Penn Trafford Warriors. Should be a lot of fun tonight. We'll have our Mausers Tire schedule and scoreboard on the way next, and then talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski. That and more ahead on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Randy, what are you doing up on that ladder?
Well, I was just trying to... Whoa!
Randy, are you okay? I will get Jenna Luska, one of our providers.
I think I just jingled all the way down.
Let's get you to Monty Med same-day care right now.
This holiday season, if you take a tumble, catch a winter bug, or just need quick medical care, Monty Med same-day care is here for you. No appointment needed. Walk right in. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare. Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Penn Trafford Warriors. That game here on the radio and on YouTube on our WMBS Facebook page. You can watch the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Time now for high school scoreboard and schedule brought to you by Mausers Tire. Need tread this winter? Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mausers Tire today. Looking at some girls basketball results from last night, we'll start Up in Section 2 6A, where Connellsville fell to Norwin 62-38. Section 4 5A games saw Uniontown play competitive but fall to Bethel Park at home 46-33. Thomas Jefferson all over Albert Gallatin, winning there by a score of 70-9. Laurel Highlands in action in Section 3 and 4A. The Lady Mustangs with a conference win over Southmoreland 52-13. Other Section 3 4A results from last night. South Park clipped Bell Vernon 39-38. It was Elizabeth Forward 56, Mount Pleasant 32, and Ringgold a 42-36 win over Yock. Moving down to 3A Section 3, where Seton LaSalle just got by Brownsville 62-61. McGuffey all over Charleroi 60-14, and Waynesburg a 51-49 win over Washington. Down in Section 3 2A, it was California 49, Carmichael's 14, and Betworth a 61-33 win over Jefferson Morgan. The girls from Fraser defeated Ellis School 45-30. That was a Section 4 2A score from yesterday. Section 2 1A girls results from yesterday. Monessen 40, Mapletown 18. It was Sarah Catholic 74, Avella 27, and West Green a 53-17 win over Clairton. Boys game scheduled for tonight in Section 2 6A. Amani Christian at Connellsville tonight. Other Section 1 5A games, of course, both Latrobe at Laurel Highlands and Penn Trafford at Uniontown here on WMBS. Also in Fayette County, McKeesport paying a visit to York Run to take on Albert Gallatin. Franklin Regional at Gateway. That should be a pretty good game as well. Other boys games scheduled for today will move down to 4A, where Derry's at Bell Vernon. Elizabeth Ford at Greensburg-Salem, and West Mifflin hosting Yock tonight. Section 4 3A, Waynesburg at Brownsville, Charleroi hosting Southmoreland, and Mount Pleasant at Ligonier Valley. Section 1 2A has Fraser at Clairton, Greensburg Central Catholic at California, Riverview hosting Jeanette, and Springdale at Betworth. And single A games tonight in Section 2, Neighborhood Academy at Monessen, Geibel hosting Sarah Catholic, and St. Joseph at Environmental Charter. That's our schedule and scoreboard, brought to you by our friends at Mauser's Tire Center. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Call Mauser's Tire today, 724-245-2410. That's 724-245-2410. We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Brian Marosek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting Penn Trafford. Also coverage on the WMBS Facebook page tonight as Laurel Highlands takes on Greater Latrobe. Being joined now by Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. And Rob, certainly a tough loss last time out against Greater Latrobe, 82-43 on Tuesday night.
Oh, yes. They have a lot of kids coming back from last year's team, but 35 of them shot the ball extremely well. Having those many threes, if you watch his games early in the season, we knew he was a good shooter, but really he's never had a game like that this season. But give them credit. They played, and they made their shots, and they were very strong inside. So it was a tough game for us, and also it was tough that we played the night before, and that's something that we're going to try not to do. And actually, we moved the Baldwin game. Coach Ankerman was very nice about that, so we don't have to play back-to-back. And from a preparing standpoint, it's tough when you play the night before, and then you throw a game in with Bell Vernon that you lose in overtime. It makes it a little bit tougher. But again, no excuses. We're 1-1 in the section, and when we play Latrobe the second time, we definitely we feel we can play with them.
Yeah, you actually stole my next question. I was going to ask you about that, and I think it certainly does play a factor when the kids play an emotional game on a Monday and then have to come back and play a tough conference game on a Tuesday, and you certainly won't have to worry about that against Baldwin now with that game being moved to January 17th.
Yes, January 17th we moved it. So it is great. Like and we said before, but when you play these exhibition games and how Bell Vernon, we feel that game really helped us. And the thing we feel that helped us the most was having 2 good a day's practice. We watched films on Bell Vernon. We watched our game against Bell Vernon. We watched our game against Latrobe. We watched some things about Abergallatin. I mean, very easily we could have two less losses, and we could have one more win on the young season. So, again, where we're at, and right now we're playing to be 2-1 in the section. There's a lot of parity. If you look at it, be very honest, if you look back, you'd probably think that Latrobe probably should beat Gateway at home. That being a 10-point game. So Latrobe's probably kicking himself. They lost to Gateway. But one thing we've proven that you can win on the road. But again, you do want to protect your home court. That was really our kids' first time on the home court. It's not easy to play here with the tradition we have. But again, I think our kids are going to be more comfortable and come out. And really, if it's after the first quarter, the bad start, that everything snowballed from that. But again, we've been doing this a lot of time, and our kids handle themselves very well. If you look at Latrobe, trust me, I think Latrobe really realized, Brian, that we did beat them 3 times last year. And, the energy that they had, and give them credit. They came in and did what they were supposed to do.
Are you Penn Trafford tonight? They're sitting at 2-5 overall, like you, 1-1 in conference play, and I think this will be a big game, even though it's still early on in the conference season, come February, determining playoff spots and positioning when all is said and done. Your thoughts here on the matchup with a Penn Trafford team that, like Latrobe, you're pretty familiar with, seeing them a couple of times last year.
Oh, yes. We know them very well. In fact, we had some great games in the fall against them down at the Greensburg Y. And I love the coach. Coach is a great guy. The kids play hard. In fact, last year's team, whenever I got to coach him in round ball, we had a great rivalry, a lot of respect for each other. So, again, we know how good they are. The inside players have been playing for a long time. Fieldman in 23, that's their game. They go inside out. They're an old-school style team where they look inside and pass out of that. In times, they'll really post up their guards at times, too. And they have, 4 kids that really can shoot the 3. So we have them scouted. We have them scouted as good as you can. And like I said, we take great pride in that.
Rob, certainly hoping for a big crowd tonight with a final Friday night home game before Christmas.
Yes, we're good. And like I said, we're excited about this game. And then we're excited to get to work over Christmas and get them practices and be really excited when we come back on January 6th. And we feel we're improving. The kids' attitudes are great. And we're really excited for what this team can do. Like I said, there were some people that actually said, in all honesty, that we may not win 3 games all year, and that's just a fact. But right now we're 1-1, trying to be 2-1 in the section.
Thanks again, Rob, and we'll see you out there tonight.
Thank you.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. The Red Raiders getting set to take on the Penn Trafford Warriors tonight. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show rolls on right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery hurry with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Silva shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 729.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Prime Rosick back now on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Penn Trafford head coach Doug Kelly. Penn Trafford at Uniontown tonight taking on the Red Raiders. And Doug, you're under the game here tonight, 2-5 overall, 1-1 in the conference. Your thoughts on how the season's gone so far this year for your Warriors?
Yeah, I mean, slow start. Got a lot of things to kind of correct, get better at. So we're just kind of focusing on that. Obviously, we got to focus on our opponents and knowing personnel, but we really need to spend more time this year just looking at us and, you know, how we're trying to play two guys, two bigs. That's not easy all the time. It's, you know, not getting in each other's way, trying to keep the correct spacing, so we've had some issues with that. Be able to shoot the basketball better, finish at the rim. I mean, all facets, you know, we continue to kind of focus on in practice and stuff. And so we're really, but I mean, the guys have, like always, our guys work hard. It's not that. It's just being able to sustain effort, sustain, you know, a game plan focus, what we're trying to do in that, and then just, you know, being able to execute both sides of the ball. So it's, you know, sometimes it's, you know, some years I've said, you know, our football team's pretty good, so we're always trying to catch our football guys up early in the season. And that's part of the case, and just getting healthy. But a lot of it's just us and what we haven't been doing well, and just trying to improve in those areas.
I feel like you got pretty balanced scoring, though, so far this season.
Yeah, it's just not as much. Like I said, we've struggled in all areas. I mean, our post guys have done a good job, but we've also missed a ton of layups. Some, you know, contested some of them, but things that, you know, if you don't get to the foul line and we don't score that bucket, those are live ball turnovers going the other way. And that's something we've had a little bit of weakness in, is just getting back in transition. We're getting flattened out a lot and not getting the correct rotations back. So teams have been able to capitalize on that. So, like I said, there's lots of areas we're looking at, but focusing on us, like I said, is my mindset right now, and trying to continue to get better. As early as today and tomorrow, getting ready for Uniontown. So just the urgency. Also, we know it's the season goes pretty quick.
For sure. And you guys are off to 1-1 start in conference play. Lost to Franklin Regional last Friday. Bounced back, a big win at home against Albert Gallatin on Tuesday.
Yeah. Our guys actually played it the first time. I feel like felt really good about just executing what they were going to do against what they were going to do defensively, trying to take certain guys away, out of not letting them get to their spots. All those things that you're trying to do, easier said than done. Obviously, the team we're facing, with Ellsworth, and Dugan and their bigs, and a couple young guys Ellsworth's pretty important to take care of, but there are other guys that are making plays, and they got rim protectors. So completely, a different team than last year, but they propose some definite challenges. AG, we watch the game. It's always a battle watching Uniontown and AG. I love listening to your guys' broadcast.
Oh, thank you.
You guys know a lot of the players, and so we always learn a little bit more about certain guys. But like our guys did. I mean, that's the best we played, and maybe AG didn't play well as they did against you guys. But I feel like it was more of, hey, we got better in some areas. We were able to sustain effort, focus on what we needed to do, scouting report-wise, that kind of stuff. So we'll see if we can, put something together here.
How surprised were you at the Latrobe Uniontown result on Tuesday? I was actually working the Laurel Highlands Gateway game when I saw that Uniontown score. Just really shocked me to see what Latrobe did to them on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I look at this section and I don't expect that anywhere. To be honest with you, when I look at what everybody's got coming back, what you know of, again, I know the ability that some of our teams in our conference have to shoot and score the ball. So the runs and the ability to put up some points, I recognize, but I certainly don't expect that type of game in this section. So that without being disrespectful to either one of the teams, I just don't expect that in this section. I expect kind of grinds for the most part here. So I guess that was my reaction. I wasn't expecting that in our conference. I feel like there's some good parity overall.
That's Penn Trafford head coach Doug Kelly. Again, Penn Trafford at Uniontown tonight taking on the Red Raiders, both here on the radio and on YouTube. On Facebook, we'll have Laurel Highlands hosting Greater Latrobe, and we'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when this Browns Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this. Chris Parker Jr., it's time for Santa and gift wrapping.
We're always ready for Santa at Autoland with Hyundai Santa Cruz and Santa Fe. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months. All new 25 and 26 Santa Fe's and Tucsons. Perfect for holiday travel in these capable SUVs. And the Santa Fe has third row seating for up to 7 passengers. And 0% financing for 60 months. Or up to $4,500 HMF bonus cash.
Sounds better than a sleigh for hauling gifts and getting around in bad weather.
We're also wrapping up 2025 with year-end deals. And we still have a selection of new Hyundais at pre-tariff prices. Great deals, great HMF financing. This is the time to buy and get away in 2026 in a brand new Hyundai.
And every new Hyundai purchase includes Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
And you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 888-888-6308 for your surprisingly great race. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
For
there.
funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges Jr.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Brian Morozek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs hosting Greater Latrobe. You can watch that game on the WMBS Facebook page. And, John, certainly a tough game on Tuesday against the Gateway Gators. The game really seemed to lack full. You had some early opportunities, but weren't able to take advantage. When you fell behind, you really didn't have that scoring punch to get back into the game.
Yeah, and, I take the blame for that. In the first half, we went back and, watched the film, obviously, and, if we could get a couple shots to fall, I thought we played a really good game. We held them to 27 points in the first half, which, that's, in my perspective, that was a win. We just took by a bucket. And hats off to them. They were making us uncomfortable. They're long, they're athletic, and when we come out in the second half, I kind of pulled the boys over, and Rick was making fun of me yesterday, but I kind of told him, I said, hey, you guys need to just let it fly for a little bit. Just let it fly and see a couple go in, and get that confidence back. Well, It didn't happen. I think we scored 14 points in the first half and only scored 13 in the second. And, obviously we're not going to win many basketball games like that. And, I think it took a toll on the boys a little bit mentally, and they were down and out. But, we got back in the gym this week. We've had some really good practices. And, we're looking forward to the game tonight against Latrobe.
Yeah, and you look at Latrobe, it absolutely shocked me. Not that they beat Uniontown, but the manner that they beat Uniontown, just totally dominating that game. Then you see that, of course, Gateway had a competitive game with them last week. I think certainly going to be a tough game on your home floor tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously I'm familiar with Brad. And, he's a great coach. He always has his team prepared. I think this is one of the biggest teams he's ever had that I can remember. They're big. They're big. And, but we know what Latrobe is going to do. We know what kind of game they're going to play, and we know what we want to do. And, we're going to focus on, being competitive, playing good, solid defense, boxing out. They're definitely going to have a advantage on us on the boards. And, we're going to have to make sure we get bodies on people and, not give up, easy possessions and, just battle to the end.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned their size. I was talking to TJ DeStefano, who works for us, and he actually did the Uniontown Latrobe game on Tuesday, and he had formerly worked up in Latrobe and did a lot of games on the radio up there for years, and said he's been seeing Latrobe basketball for 25 years, and he never remembers the Latrobe team as big as this year's squad.
Yeah, I actually made a call to, or was talking with the Butler family, who was a pretty good friend of mine. Austin was obviously the oldest, who's now the coaching Hempfield, and Bryce, and second one is West Liberty coaching, and the third son was Landon. Well, he was the same age as Rodney. So when we used to do travel stuff all through the spring for numerous years, Landon, he traveled with us when we played together with Rodney's team, and I became pretty good friends with them. And so I'm very familiar with the Latrobe program, and I have to agree with TJ. They're big. They're big, and I know they got a transfer or a boy who moved in, and I think they said he's like 6'7", maybe close to 300 pounds. They said he's a big boy. So we're gonna get out, do what we got to do.
Coach, appreciate it as always. Best of luck tonight against the Wildcats. That's our Highlands head coach, John Smith. Again, the Mustangs hosting the Greater Latrobe Wildcats tonight. You can watch it on the WMBS Facebook page with TJ DeStefano and Shay Fleener bringing you that contest here tonight. Here on the radio, we'll have Uniontown hosting Penn Trafford, and we'll have our This State in Uniontown basketball history segment when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Ho, ho, ho. Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dom, did I hear this right? Ford's come out with 0% financing for 60 months and $1,000 in rebate on 2025 F-150s, Explorers, Escapes, Mach-E's, and more?
Hey, JC, you heard that right. And get this, or you can save up to $7,000 off 2025 F-150, 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9% for 72, and only 4.9 for 84 months. Santa has lost his mind.
Dang, Dom. I also chatted with Rudolph. He told me about the lease deals.
Yep, lease offers got way better, John. Don't miss out on the year-end sales. Stop, click, or call today to get all the information. Pre-owned, we got them. Over 70 in stock, and most are certified with factory warranty.
We'll be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day to be with our families. We'd like to wish our customers and friends a very Merry Christmas. Your sleigh knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com.
Offer includes eligible incentives. You must finance at 4 letter credit. Not all buyers will qualify. Sale ends January the 5th.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Brian Morozek back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Time now for this State in Uniontown basketball history segment as the Red Raiders get set to take on the Penn Trafford Warriors tonight. Uniontown with an all-time record of 15-9 on December the 19th. The first time they played on this date back in 1924. A 46-22 win over Fairmont High of West Virginia. Charlie Hyatt, the leading scorer, with 19 points. That was 101 years ago today. On this date in 1941, Uniontown with an overtime win over Franklin Borough, 33-32. Franz George led Uniontown with 10 points. On this date back in 1944, Uniontown lost at Monessen, 47-38, led by Chuck Davis with 9 points. On this date back in 1947, Uniontown won at Fifth Avenue, 33-25. Jimmy Stefanson, the leading scorer, with 17. On this date back in 1950, Uniontown fell at Washington 48-17. The Red Raiders bounced back in 1952 with a 57-36 win over Brownsville, 57-36. Chuck Zawacki, the leading scorer, with 15 points. The Red Raiders won at Mount Lebanon on this date back in 1958, 51-44. Bobby Crawford, the leading scorer, with 23. The same two schools met back in 1961 on this date. Uniontown won again, 83-57. Don Yates, the leading scorer, with 22 points. On this date back in 1967, Uniontown won at Norwin, 76-43, led by Bill Emmett and Arnie Belt, who had 17 points apiece. On this date back in 1969, Uniontown put 101 points on the scoreboard, defeating Washington 101-57. Emil Etheridge led Uniontown with 19. On this date back in 1972, Uniontown lost to Washington 60-48. Harvey King, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 17. The Red Raiders lost in overtime to Sharon on this date back in 1975, 81-75. Keith Keto Williams led Uniontown with 25. On this date back in 1978, Uniontown lost at Charleroi, 67-62. Drew Zink, the leading scorer for the Red Raiders, with 27. On this date back in 1986, Uniontown won at Ringgold, 72-53. Mark Vassar led Uniontown with 17. On this date back in 1995, Uniontown lost to Albert Gallatin, 83-65. Ray Robinson led Uniontown with 27. The Red Raiders knocked off Trinity on this date back in 2000, 77-39. D.R. Jenkins, the leading scorer, with 20. The Red Raiders lost in double overtime to Yock on this date back in 2003. I believe Ben McCauley was on that Yock team. Final score 96-91. Again in double OT. Junior Mays, Uniontown's leading scorer, was 29. The Red Raiders won at Southmoreland on this date back in 2006, 85-42. Kevin Sanders led Uniontown with 15 points. The Red Raiders knocked off Greensburg-Salem on this date back in 2008, 80-76. James Pratt led Uniontown with 30. In the KSA Disney tournament on this date back in 2014, again, we actually had for you here on WMBS, the Red Raiders defeated Tecumseh, Oklahoma, 87-56. DeAndre Winfrey led Uniontown with 18 points. The Red Raiders lost to South Park on this date in 2016, 70-68. Lorenzo Odin led Uniontown with 21. Another Disney game for 2017. We brought you this one as well. Uniontown falling to North Oldham, Kentucky, 56-44. Mellow Grooms led Uniontown with 15. The Red Raiders defeated Central Virginia, also at Disney, on this date in 2019, 63-48. Billy DeShields, the leading scorer, with 20. And the last time the Red Raiders played on this date, just going back to last year, also at Disney, defeating Milken Community High School of California by a score of 71-56. Isaac Ellsworth was Uniontown's leading scorer with 24 points. That wraps up our This Day in Uniontown basketball history segment. The Red Raiders taking on Penn Trafford tonight. Steve Superquick joins me to have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. Red Raiders and the Warriors here on WMBS.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Prime Rozak, Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Penn Trafford Warriors. Boys High School basketball action here tonight. Time now for our starting lineups. Being brought to you by SWGI Specialists. Now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name of the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Here's Steve Subrick.
Thanks, Brian, for the Warriors from Penn Trafford coming in with a 2-5 mark overall, 1-1 in section play. Starting tonight at guard, number 1, Tyler Boss. At guard, number 2, Ben Leonard. At guard, number 5, Trent Brown. At forward, number 23, Ethan McDonald. And at forward, number 35, Zachary Feldman. For the Red Raiders, tonight coming in 3-3 overall, 1-1 in section play. Starting tonight at guard, a 5'9 junior, 12 points a game, number 2, Cam Dugan. At guard, a 6-foot junior, 10 points a game, number 5, Nolan Baker. At guard, a 6-foot senior, 15.7 a game, number 11, Isaac Ellsworth. At guard, a 6'5 junior, 4.5 points a game, number 12, Anthony Sheffy. And at forward, a 6'6" junior, 8.5 points a game, number 14, Peyton Fitzgerald.
And Steve, we're also told that number 12, Orlando DiOrio, who's usually in the Penn Trafford rotation, out sick tonight, so he will not play. He's a 6-foot sophomore guard, came in averaging 2.9 points a game, but certainly a nice squad rotation player that'll be unavailable to go on the Penn Trafford side tonight. And you look at the Warriors, really no one player that really stands out. You have both Feldman and McDonald averaging 10.4 points a game, Brown at 7.3, Leonard at 6.3, and Boss at 3.5. But you don't have a guy out there going and scoring 25 a game.
Now, I was looking through that, Brian, and, McDonald's 10 points. Again, it's cut off on the bottom here. What's Feldman averaging?
10.4.
Yeah. So they got some guys close to double figures. Leonard's 6.3, so they got some balanced scoring. That's what it tells you, but nobody really lighting it up. And for the Red Raiders, you got Dugan at 12 points a game. Of course, Ellsworth, he's the three-point guy, 19 threes on the year already, and he's averaging 15 a game. And then it's much of the same like Penn Trafford. Fitzgerald's 8 points a game. Sheffy, the big guy, 4.5 a game. So it's just, it's a lot of balanced scoring. Nobody's really lighting it up completely. The only guy that we've seen over the years that really that can get hot and he can go crazy when he's hot. He's terrific. Is Ellsworth, and the problem probably for him is everybody knows, all the opposing teams have watched him shoot threes for a couple of years now, and they're guarding against that.
And the one bugaboo for Penn Trafford early on in the season has been free throw shooting. Just 52% as a team from the foul line.
Yeah, it's 52% is not good. That's, especially at the end of a close game, that can really come back and bite you. So they've got to do a little better job of that.
And you look at the Warriors' results so far this season. They come in at 2-5, but really played a tough non-conference schedule. Lost a 69-55 game at Norwin. Lost 70-50 against Hempfield. Had a win over Connellsville, 52-39. Lost a close game against Baldwin, 59-56. Played Franklin Regional in their conference opener. Lost there, 63-47. They actually went down to John Hanley, Virginia, and lost a game down there, 62-58. And then knocked off Albert Gallatin last time out, 71-42. Doug Kelly in his 6th year as the head coach of the Penn Trafford Warriors. Uniontown, of course, they played their opening 2 games of the season, Steve, without Cam Dugan and Anthony Sheffy. We had that game down at Thomas Jefferson. They lost 73-42. Bounced back with a Saturday win at Elizabeth Forward, 65-59. Had wins over Brownsville and Albert Gallatin to open up conference play. That tough overtime loss on Monday at Bell Vernon, 83-77. And we mentioned as well the loss on Tuesday, 82-43 here in their home opener against Greater Latrobe.
Well, that's the one that's surprising, right?
82-43.
Yeah. I mean, the other losses, you could say, okay, early in the year, the first game they didn't have 2 of their guys. Coach K wasn't here, but then all of a sudden, you get all your guys in the lineup, and you play a tough game against Bell Vernon, who's usually pretty good, and so you're thinking, okay, you lost it overtime, and then all of a sudden you get blown out by 40 on your home court. I mean, what's the last time that's ever happened? And so that's got to be almost a shocker to the system for these kids. They've never seen that. And the fans and the Coach K, it's got to be scratching their head. So it's a bounce-back opportunity right now tonight against the Penn Trafford, who's pretty much evenly matched. So it should be a good game.
And we're looking forward to the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Penn Trafford Warriors are back with the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Prime Rosex, Steve Super back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Penn Trafford Warriors. Steve, we mentioned in the open, these two schools met 3 times last year. The games are actually pretty competitive. Uniontown won by only 4 at Penn Trafford back on December the 10th of last year, 68-64. Won here at Uniontown 185, but the game was actually much closer than that final score indicated. And then they played again in a PIAA play-in game won by Uniontown, 86-73. But despite how strong Uniontown's team was a year ago, Penn Trafford was really in all 3 games.
Yeah, they were, and it's tonight they've got to feel like, they've got a decent chance tonight after seeing the result of the game against Latrobe the other night for the Red Raiders, losing by almost 40 points, and so that should be, we'll see what happens, but. Hey, you never know. It's cold out tonight, and it's warm in the gym, that's for sure. Nice crowd. Not packed house, but still a pretty decent crowd for a Friday night.
And you're right, a lot of energy in the gym. Penn Trafford decked out in their away greens with yellow numbers and white trim. Their bench across the court to our right. And new kits for Uniontown this season, Steve. They're in the home whites with maroon numbers. They have the names of the players on the back of the jersey actually underneath the numbers. So certainly a new look here at home for Uniontown this season.
Yeah. Definitely a new look, and still tough for me to get used to them being on the left side of us. They're always, for years they were over to the right, but they switched it a couple years ago, and in the student section to our left, a decent-sized crowd. They're dressed up in some of their holiday gear, some of the kids, so should be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it's holiday and pajama night here at Uniontown High School. Nick Pavlik, Anthony Armley, and Chris Wagner, your officials here tonight for the Red Raiders and the Penn Trafford Warriors. Both schools 1-1 in the conference. Penn Trafford 2-5 overall. Uniontown 3-3. Happy holidays, everybody. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Nice to have you along with us for a Friday night of high school basketball, one of two games in our platforms tonight. You can also watch Laurel Highlands and Greater Latrobe on the WMBS Facebook page. That game will tip at 7:30. I got the go-ahead. And Nick Pavlik will put it up in the air, and we'll get this Section 1 5A game underway for Uniontown High School. Anthony Sheffy jumping for Uniontown. It was Zachary Feldman jumping for Penn Trafford. Uniontown wins the opening tap back to Cam Dugan, who's picked up there by Tyler Boss. Sent off on the near wing to Nolan Baker. Will spin on the inside. Got block going up. Baker stays with it. Couldn't get it to the basket. Another swat there on Fitzgerald to try to fall on the far side. Ball still loose. Baker finds it again, scoops it up. Again, no good. And Feldman the rebound there for Penn Trafford, Steve.
Yeah, a lot of helter-skelter there. Pretty tough defense by Penn Trafford, and the Red Raiders just could not finish.
Here's Tyler Boss trying to spin here left of the lane. Resets back up top to Leonard, who floats it up and in. So Ben Leonard, the opening 2 points of the game for Penn Trafford, and the Warriors strike first here, 40 seconds in. As Dugan brings it back across over to Ellsworth. Leonard on him. Ellsworth coming near baseline, nothing there. Back to Fitzgerald. He'll try his shot on the inside, got too deep. And they're going to call a foul here underneath on Penn Trafford. Red Raiders will take that one, Steve.
Yeah, let's see who they call it on. I think they might get Feldman. No, they got McDonald, and that's a first foul of the game. And I think Fitzgerald got bailed out. It looked like they were going to call a travel maybe, and then they call the bump.
Fitzgerald, first of 2 free throw attempts here, no good for Uniontown. Payton came into the game 15 of 23 from the foul line, 65%. Uniontown as a team shoots 86 of 126, 68%. Just underway, Penn Trafford off to a 2-0 lead over Uniontown. Second of 2 free throws for Fitzgerald, spins out. And Penn Trafford with a rebound as Boss brings it across, sends it down the right block there to Trenton Brown, and Brown turns it over. Red Raiders coming back, outlet pass to Sheffy. Got too deep, resets back up top again to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald into the lane, a little fumble now trying to regain on his back, just has it taken away by Ben Leonard. Leonard up the court to Feldman, and Feldman has it poked out of bounds off of Cam Dugan going out. We'll stay with Penn Trafford here in the Uniontown zone.
The net got dislodged over there, got tied up.
They call Anthony Sheffy down to undo it.
Well, that happened not on a shot, but on Sheffy got too far underneath the basket, tried to throw the ball back out towards the court. The ball hit underneath the hoop and hit the net and flicked it up.
Tyler Boss sends it in near corner to Trent Brown, bounces it off to his right again to Feldman. Feldman working here on Sheffy, little ball fake, floats it up and in. Pretty move there in the paint, Steve, from Zach Feldman.
Yeah, a little up and under, fake. Got Sheffy to get up in the air, and he just threw up a nice little floater.
Dugan bumped there by Ethan McDonald. That's going to be 2 personals here on the 6'5 senior early on. It's not a foul you want to take there if you're McDonald, who came in averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds a game.
They list him at 6'5". He doesn't look like he's 6'5", but maybe he's just big, so maybe he doesn't look as tall.
Cam Dugan off the inbounds pass, a little switch up top with Ellsworth. Take a deep 3, it's on the way, but off the mark. Missed there wide right. Fitzgerald with the rebound, keeping it alive on the offensive glass for the Red Raiders, and a double dribble called there on Payton Fitzgerald as he tried to take it back inside. So Penn Trafford off of field goals from Ben Leonard and Zachary Feldman lead Uniontown 4-0 here at the 6:09 mark of the opening quarter.
And one thing you notice right away, and we talked about this, it's a little tougher, when you got the reputation.
As Feldman drives, shot with the left hand goes down. So Zach Feldman, the 6'4 senior, his second field goal, 6 unanswered to start here for Penn Trafford. Remember, Uniontown got in that early hole against Greater Latrobe. They're hoping for a better start here tonight.
Dugan, near side Baker. He's been hot all season from the outside. Comes up short on that three, and Feldman, another rebound there for Penn Trafford. Off and across to Boss, out to Leonard. Quick three, off the mark. Rebound on the near side, pulled down by Trent Brown. Brown bounces it out to the near wing again to Tyler Boss. And now Brown again, watched there by Baker. Comes back inside to Leonard. Leonard's floater off the mark. Rebound tipped around. Kept alive there right of the lane from Brown, who resets far wing. Three ball off the mark, Nick Ponko. Ponko just checked in another offensive rebound. Underneath and foul going back up there is Ben Leonard. A lot of second chance opportunities here early on for Penn Trafford, Steve.
Leonard, they list him again. He doesn't look 6 foot tall, does he? But that's what they list him as, and he looks like he's about 5'10".
Well,
right?
They're getting a lot of rebounds here early on.
Yeah.
Leonard, first of 2 free throws. That foul went on Sheffy. His first, team first, and Leonard makes the first of 2.
And Leonard is doing a great job defending Ellsworth on the other end. And we're, like we said in the pregame, Ellsworth, he is having a tough time getting open for shots.
Second of 2 free throws, good again for Ben Leonard. So Penn Trafford, much like Greater Latrobe did to Uniontown on Tuesday, off to an 8-0 lead. Let's see if the Red Raiders get on the board here as Baker drives near baseline, a little bit out of control. Shot won't drop, backside rebound off a deflection, picked up by Tyler Boss. Boss back into the forecourt, comes inside. Kicks near corner, 3 on the way, rattling out there for Trent Brown, and Peyton Fitzgerald, the rebound there for Uniontown. Red Raiders going to try to get it going here, working left to right on the offensive side. Dugan on the inside. He'll get bumped. They're going to give him the basket and one. Cam Dugan just with a doctor order there, Steve, for Uniontown. They really needed that.
Yeah, they did.
Wait for this foul to get posted. 13th foul on Penn Trafford. First personal on Tyler Boss. Remember, Ethan McDonald on the bench already with the other 2. And Cam Dugan, who's 73% so far this season from the foul line, misses here. But Peyton Fitzgerald gets the offensive rebound. Missed on the putback. Same team there off the rebound as Boss takes it away from Feldman. And Penn Trafford right back into the Uniontown zone as Ben Leonard gets fouled there by Cam Dugan. First on Dugan, second team foul.
And number 0, Chase White, will check into the game for Fitzgerald.
White transferred in from Albert Gallatin. Ball gets bounced in here to Tyler Boss. Back in the corner to Brown. Comes near baseline. Hands off to Feldman. Couldn't finish. They're out in front, and Nolan Baker able to rip down the rebound there for Uniontown. So the Red Raiders trying to get their footing, down 6 at 8-2 here at the 4:25 mark of the first. Here's Chase White backing off edge of the zone. Little contact. Ellsworth colliding there with Leonard. What's the call going to be?
They might have called that on Leonard.
Or on the opposite side of the scores table.
Well, they put it on number 2, and it's his first foul, so that's
going to be Leonard.
Yeah.
And Uniontown will trigger it in.
Yep.
Leonard and Ellsworth really going at it. Those two still going at it as Leonard's done a nice job defensively. Now they'll switch trying to get Ellsworth free. They put Ponko on him as the Red Raiders set back to Dugan. Dugan to his left to Anthony Sheffy on the switch up top to White. White kick far corner. Baker 3 on the way. Good. So Nolan Baker draining his 10th 3 of the season. Pulls the Red Raiders just like that, Steve. Back to within 3 with 5 unanswered. It's 8-5. 3:49 left here in the opening quarter. Tyler Boss driving, has a seam, takes it and makes it. First 2 for Boss.
Nobody there to help.
Had an open seam that time. Warriors go back up 5. Red Raiders back on the other side. Baker spinning, just has it blocked and taken away by Feldman. Fancy dribbling coming back through center from the big guy. Kick far corner, 3 ball, no good there. Trent Brown. Uniontown with the rebound. Baker forward to Dugan. Dugan will hop step in the lane, puts it up. Shot wouldn't drop. And Trent Brown, another rebound there for Penn Trafford. Quick end-to-end action here early on. Feldman, double team. A little pivot, floater up on the way off the back iron, won't drop. Ball loose, picked up there by Uniontown's Chase White. And White trying to go coast to coast. A lot of contact in the lane, and they're going to call a blocking foul as they're going to rule there that
the official
Brown did not have position.
And the official closest to us, Brian, he was putting his hand behind his head to call a charge, and the other official overruled him.
One of those bang-bang plays that can go either way, this time benefiting Uniontown. Brown picks up his first, the 5th team foul. against Penn Trafford, and now the officials getting together to talk about it.
Some of the fans are saying the shot went in. I don't think it went in, but
now they're going to have a little discussion here at the scores table. They are going to count the basket there for White.
Wow. I guess it
10 to 7.
Enough people argued and said it went in, and the official gives it to him, and maybe it did go in. I was watching the foul call.
So White now an opportunity to cap off the three-point play, but misses the free throw out the front of the rim. Uniontown 0 of 4 from the foul line here early. To get the offensive rebound, Donovan Coffey off a little deflection was able to control. And now it's back to Dugan here, edge of the zone, directing traffic. Dugan off to his right, switches back with Nolan Baker. Baker a little fumble, regains with Owen Hodge in his face, and takes a long three that just came up short. And out of the pack with it, Nick Ponko going the other way for Penn Trafford. Over to Leonard. Leonard coming near baseline. A little spin with the double team, resetting up top. Three ball on the way, out the back iron, no good. Owen Hodge. Hodge only a freshman, but head coach Doug Kelly very high on him. Now Uniontown the basketball back down only 3 at 10 to 7. 2:23 left here in the first. A miscommunication there between Baker and Donovan Coffey. That ball goes out of bounds and back over to Penn Trafford. 2:21 left here in the opening quarter. Penn Trafford getting the basketball back, leading Uniontown 10 to 7. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superk. Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Ben Leonard, far side over to Caleb Dubiak. Dubiak just checked into the game as well. Those two play catch up top. Leonard has it now and has it taken away. A little poke goes into the hands of Donovan Coffey. Coffey resets to White, back across, switches here with Ellsworth. Ellsworth, a little ball fake on the three. Now high on the right here to Dugan. Watched there by Hodge. Dugan looking for operating room, and now Feldman comes over to help. Bounce pass on the inside to Coffey. Coffey will turn and shoot, and Donovan Coffey gets his first 2 points of the game off the Uniontown bench. Red Raiders back to within 1 at 10 to 9 here at the 1:34 mark of the opening quarter. Feldman getting around Fitzgerald, taking it right to the rack and drawing the foul, Zachary Feldman.
It's either going to be on Coffey or White. I think they're going to get Coffey.
Third team foul on Uniontown. And actually gets posted, you're right, Steve, on Donovan Coffey. And Zachary Feldman, who's 12 of 19 so far this season from the free throw line, 63%. Makes his first of 2 here to increase the Penn Trafford lead now to 11 to 9 over Uniontown. Here at the 92nd mark of the opening quarter. Now Feldman for his second of 2. Up on the way and good as Feldman rattles that one home. So 6 here in the opening quarter for Zachary Feldman. And Penn Trafford goes back up 3 at 12 to 9 here at the 1:30 mark of the opening quarter. And Cam Dugan out of his own zone.
Feldman takes a little break on the bench.
And Dugan turns it over. Goes right to Owen Hodge, the freshman. And the freshman runs the floor. Shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound deflects off to Leonard. His floater right of the lane, up the side of the rim, no good. And Penn Trafford, another rebound there, Steve, on the offensive glass. Yep. They'll go back in the corner again to Hodge. Misses there on a 3 ball. Loose and controlled by Jacob Briggs. Back up top, a swat by Fitzgerald on the shot attempt from Ponko. Goes in the Uniontown bench, but hey, it's still Penn Trafford's basketball.
Yeah, but that was a good block. I think that was Coffey, right?
Oh, Fitzgerald.
Oh, was it Fitzgerald?
Yep. Showing the hops. And both Fitzgerald and Coffey, a lot of size down the blocks right now for Uniontown. As Dubiak plays catch there with Briggs. Dubiak now backs off, resets here high on the right. We're down to 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Penn Trafford the basketball leading Uniontown by 3 at 12 to 9. They might be content here, Steve, trying to take it all the way down. Now 32 seconds left in the quarter, and Uniontown's not coming out.
Yeah.
That's a little strategy here as the Warriors hold with 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Remind our second game tonight, Laurel Highlands hosting Greater Latrobe. That'll tip at 7:30, and we'll have live video on the WMBS Facebook page. Down to 10 seconds left. Go time now for the Warriors. Dubiak back with it. Little catch there with Leonard. Goes cross court near side in the corner. 3 ball on the way, too strong from Owen Hodge. Backside rebound. Ellsworth from 3-quarter court comes up short. So we played a quarter of basketball here at Uniontown High School. A 12-9 lead for Penn Trafford over Uniontown. We're back with the 2nd and 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., it's time for Santa and gift wrapping.
We're always ready for Santa at Autoland with Hyundai Santa Cruz and Santa Fe. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. All new 25 and 26 Santa Fe's and Tucsons. Perfect for holiday travel in these capable SUVs. And the Santa Fe has third row seating for up to 7 passengers. And 0% financing for 60 months. Or up to $4,500 HMS bonus cash.
Sounds better than a sleigh for hauling gifts and getting around in bad weather.
We're also wrapping up 2025 with year-end deals. And we still have a selection of new Hyundais at pre-tariff prices. Great deals, great HMS financing. This is the time to buy and get away in 2026 in a brand new Hyundai.
And every new Hyundai purchase includes Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
And you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Second quarter underway here at Uniontown High School. Penn Trafford working right to left as we describe it as Tyler Boss has it up top. Touch from Feldman, back in the near corner again to Trent Brown. Warriors the basketball on a 3-point lead. It'll be Brown launching the 3. Came up short. Peyton Fitzgerald. The rebound there for Uniontown. And Cam Dugan, that'll bring it across. Watch there by Boss. Dugan long 2 up top, no good. Same team there on the rebound, and Nolan Baker able to flip it back to Dugan. It comes back inside, floater good. Cam Dugan, his second bucket of the game, Steve. He has 4. Uniontown back to within 1. Down 12-11. Another quick 3, far side, off the mark there from Dubiak. Uniontown with the rebound, looking for their first lead of the game. On the inside, Dugan gets blocked there. It was either Feldman or Hodge that deflected it away. And Hodge back on it into the corner. Brown for 3. Off the mark. Penn Trafford's been cold from the field. Certainly has benefited Uniontown to keep the Red Raiders in this game as they have the basketball back, down only 1 at 12-11. A minute into this second quarter. Fitzgerald back to Dugan here near side. Resets back up top to Trent Brown. Down low. Baker coming free. And Nolan Baker gives Uniontown their first lead of the game, Steve. Baker with 5, and the Red Raiders on top 13-12.
Well, you're right. Penn Trafford just got ice cold from the field. They were pretty good to start the game, and now they're just stagnant on offense. They just can't seem to get the ball to go in the basket.
And a lot of these offensive sets, they're getting 3, 4, sometimes even 5 cracks at it off of offensive rebounds. They're still struggling from the field, and Dugan forces a turnover. It was touched by Ellsworth, and Dugan will send it ahead, and he will come free for another quick 2. So Cam Dugan with 6, and now Doug Kelly and Penn Trafford's going to take a timeout. 15-12 Uniontown, 6:10 left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Prime Rosek, Steve Stewart back here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders, Steve, on a little 6-0 mini run here to start the second quarter. Now lead Penn Trafford by 3 at 15-12.
Should be, again, a timeout called by Coach Kelly just to fire up his troops. They haven't been playing that poorly. They just can't make a shot. They're just missing opportunity after opportunity.
Another quick 3 this time. Good. Anthony Stagno, who just came in off the bench, his 4th made 3 of the season, only averaging 1.5 points a game, ties this one up at 15 here at the 5:45 mark of the second quarter. And Cam Dugan now a little switch here with Ellsworth. Deep three up top, good. Isaac Ellsworth, his first two of the game.
Yeah.
17-15 Uniontown. Ellsworth into the scoring column. Feldman losing control of that one. Ball comes loose. Ellsworth went for the save, but Penn Trafford able to keep it alive, and drawing the foul there is Trent Brown.
Brown got stuck, and who they're going to call it on, either Sheffy or Fitzgerald. Let's see if they get Sheffy.
His second.
And Twin Towers down there, and he had nowhere to go with the ball, and he got bailed out. That was probably a tough call against the Red Raiders.
Brown 70% so far this season from the free throw line. Misses on his first of two here. Came in 7 of 10 for the season from the free throw line. 6-foot junior guard. Brown now a second of 2. On the way, this one short out the front of the rim. And Uniontown with the rebound is Cam Dugan. Bring it out of his own zone. So the Red Raiders the basketball in a 2-point lead. Dugan far side, Ellsworth. Comes far baseline, resets to Dugan here between the circles. Near side touch, Sheffy watched there by Feldman. Sheffy trying to pull it out over to Dugan. And that was Tyler Boss going for the steal.
They call offensive foul.
They did, wow.
That was
on Ellsworth.
Yeah.
It'll be Penn Trafford's basketball.
Well, Ellsworth has been getting guarded relentlessly from Leonard, and I think he's getting a little frustrated.
He was going for a steal there on Feldman. Warriors keeping possession. Little ball fake from Boss. Back out to Stagno. Hit that three after the timeout. Right side of Leonard. Stagno again. And now Tyler Boss. Boss double team. Pivots back to Feldman. Up top again to Leonard. Three on the way. Too strong at the back iron. Nolan Baker. Rebound for Uniontown off and across to Dugan. Dugan will hop step. Got blocked by Feldman. And Feldman able to keep it alive.
Wow.
Touching it off to Stagno. Penn Trafford back on it. They'll kick it in the corner. That's Trent Brown. His three ball halfway down came out. But Feldman able to bring it back in.
And Feldman wanted a foul call there on Baker. And probably should have got it. He got knocked down as he made that basket. But fortunately for Uniontown, they didn't call it.
Feldman now with 8. This game tied at 17. 4:06 left before halftime. Sheffy for 3, too strong. Backside rebound. Baker missed on the putback. Ball still loose. Third attempt on the possession. Fitzgerald missed shot, but he draws the foul. And Peyton Fitzgerald will have 2 free throws upcoming here for Uniontown.
That's got to be on Feldman, I would guess. Yes.
Just his first. And you've had Ethan McDonald sitting for a while on the Penn Trafford side. He picked up 2 fouls probably within the first 2 minutes or so of the game. And hasn't seen the court since. And now Fitzgerald, who's 0 for 2 so far in this game from the foul line, came in 15 of 23 for the season. Misses here, and Uniontown has missed their first 6 free throws in this game, Steve.
Yeah, 0 for 6.
Fitzgerald trying to turn things around. Here's get a substitution. McDonald's going to come back in on the Penn Trafford side.
And they're giving Leonard a much-needed rest there. He's probably going to get some water. He has been working tremendously hard guarding Ellsworth.
And another miss at the foul line from Fitzgerald. So Uniontown ice cold from the foul line. They came in as a team, 68%. And here's Stagno looking for another 3 on the Penn Trafford side. No good. Ellsworth had the rebound, just deflects it off to Chase White. White back across. Game tied at 17. White pulling it back there up top to Dugan between the circles. Watched by Tyler Boss. Near side Baker back in the corner again to Fitzgerald. Baker on the wing. Dugan between the circles. And once again, no operating room for Ellsworth out there as they have Hodge on him right now. Ellsworth finally got the basketball. He's going to try to drive between defenders. Shot attempt no good, but it will be a blocking foul called here on Penn Trafford, and Ellsworth will try to end the Uniontown free throw drought.
They're going to call that probably on Feldman again. No, 13.
Stagno.
Yeah, that was another bailout there. He just going through, a little out of control, wasn't he? Just going through the right side of the lane and flicked up a shot and got the foul call. At least finally Uniontown makes a free throw.
Courtesy of Isaac Ellsworth, who came in 76% so far this season. 19 of 25, and looking at Ellsworth after that last sequence, you can certainly sense the frustration on his face right now. Ellsworth second of 2 here on the way and good again. So 4 second quarter points for Isaac Ellsworth as Uniontown up 2 at 19-17 with 3:19 left before halftime. It'll be Tyler Boss bringing it back across for Penn Trafford over to Feldman on the wing. Near side again to Stagnos, giving him great minutes off the bench. Up top again to Feldman, missed there on a long 2. Baker the rebound, off and across to Ellsworth. Try to bounce pass into Dugan, and who else? Stagno there, threw it off of Dugan and out, and Penn Trafford will get the basketball back. Stagno has just played fantastic, Steve, off the Penn Trafford pine.
And again, the last couple times down the floor, Penn Trafford's getting decent shots at it, and they just can't. They're missing the shots. Just they're not even close, really.
Game remains tight. 19-17. Uniontown. Stagno, another 3. 2 made threes here in the second quarter from Anthony Stagno off the Penn Trafford bench. And the Warriors lead Uniontown by 1 at 20-19. 2:32 left before halftime. It's been a fun one to watch so far here at Uniontown High School tonight. Ball tied up. And we'll get a jump ball called. We'll go to the possession arrow. Right now it favors Uniontown. We had a fun one on Monday when Uniontown fell in overtime against Bell Vernon. Certainly Tuesday was tough for both the Red Raiders and the Mustangs. Both of the games blowouts on our platforms. And here tonight, Uniontown and Penn Trafford in a battle. It's 2019 Penn Trafford. Warriors force a turnover there. They'll kick in the corner. Stagno again. He has the hot hand right now, Steve.
Yep.
You can't slow him down. Anthony Stagno, another drain 3. And now the Warriors up 4, 23-19. 2:06 left before halftime. Dugan driving back, and he'll get a quick 2 to go. Cam Dugan, he's had a nice second quarter as well.
Nice floater there. He kind of double clutched it in the air, hung in the air for a long time.
Corner 3, Owen Hodge, the freshman, misses. Baker the rebound, back to Dugan. He has 6 here in the second quarter, 8 for the game. Red Raiders down 2 again with the basketball. Ellsworth again up top. Double team comes over, back to White near side. White off to his left, resets again to Cam Dugan. Dugan with Coffey setting the screen, wasn't there. Dugan spins back off to his left, sends in Coffey's direction for the 3 ball from the far wing. It's no good, and McDonald pulls down the rebound there for Penn Trafford. So the Warriors quickly back across in the corner to Feldman. Feldman driving, missing. Ball loose, it'll get deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Uniontown's basketball. Sheffy and Fitzgerald now off the Red Raider bench. 1:14 left before halftime. 23-21 your score in favor of Penn Trafford for now. Now the tempo slows a little bit as Cam Dugan will bring it across. We thought it might be tight here, Steve. I'd say 6 points in either direction. Certainly has been that way here in the first half. Sheffy from the foul line, jumper good to tie things up at 23. First 2 points of the game for Anthony Sheffy. 50 seconds left before halftime. Tyler Boss back across in a similar situation. They held for the last shot during the opening quarter. Looks like they might do it here again.
Yeah.
No pressure from Uniontown defensively. Down to 34 seconds left before halftime. Tyler Boss here, edge of the zone. He's in no hurry to move the ball. Boss here high on the left. Closest Red Raider is Cam Dugan. Plays catch with Feldman, down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Tyler Boss switching back with Hodge. Now it's go time. Remember, Stagno's hit 3 threes here in the quarter. He's up top right now with the basketball. They drew a double team on him. Hands off to Tyler Boss. Foul on the floor called here on Uniontown as Dugan was going for the steal. With 3.2 left on the clock. That was the 3rd on Sheffy. That's a big foul on the Uniontown side. Off the inbounds pass, quick 3. Off the side of the rim, no good from Feldman. And that'll do it through 2 quarters of basketball. And even though we had some up-tempo stretches, Steve, a relatively low-scoring first half with this game tied at 23. Stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. It comes your way next year on WMBS, the True Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
Hello.
Life is busy. Let Fact take the wheel. Whether you're a caregiver looking for safe rides for a loved one or you need transportation yourself, Fact is here. Seniors ride free on our fixed route buses. People with disabilities save 85%, and Medicaid covers medical trips on our shared ride and paratransit services. Discover your options. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, driving independence in Fayette County.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 62 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Silva. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Silva is proud to support local high school sports.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Prime Rozak, Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. Halftime tied at 23. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Penn Trafford Warriors. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Our halftime stats courtesy of First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. Steve?
Thanks, Brian. For Penn Trafford, Boss finishes with 2 points, Leonard with 4. Stagno off the bench with 9 and Feldman with 8. They scored 12 in the first, 11 in the second, 23 at the half. For the Red Raiders, White off the bench with 2 points, Dugan with 8, Coffey with 2, Baker with 5, Ellsworth with 4, and Sheffy with 2. They had 9 in the first, but 14 in the second to tie it up at the half at 23-23.
A reminder on our Mausers Tires schedule and scoreboard, also on our WMBS platforms tonight. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats at Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs. That game about to tip. It's on the WMBS Facebook page. More high school basketball on the way on Tuesday. By the way, we did have a Laurel Highlands Connellsville game that was originally scheduled for this Saturday. It has been postponed now until Saturday, January the 3rd. So that game will get made up again Saturday, January the 3rd. Our next broadcast day will actually come up on Tuesday. We'll have coverage of both Laurel Highlands taking on Franklin Regional. That game will tip at 7:30. Uniontown on the road at McKeesport. That game tips at 7. our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air around 6:10 on Tuesday night. Should be a lot of fun for more high school basketball right before Christmas. And Steve, I'm disappointed I don't get to spend Festivus with you this year.
Yeah, that's
it's been almost an annual tradition.
Yep. Feats of strength. The pole. What's the pole called? The pole that he has.
Did it have a name?
Or
just a pole?
Yeah, some kind of pole. Yeah.
Well, 23-23 here at the break.
Distracting.
Yes. We have a Feldman playing. 23-23 here at halftime. Uniontown and Penn Trafford. Second half on the way next in 4 minutes on WMBS, True Life High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Hello, this is Jeremy Davis with the law firm of Davis & Davis. As we wrap up another year, we want to take a moment to thank our clients, partners, and community for placing your trust in us. The holiday season is a time to reflect, reconnect, and celebrate safely. So from all of us at Davis & Davis, we wish you a joyful holiday season and a happy, healthy new year. Stay safe, enjoy the time with your loved ones, and we look forward to serving you in the year ahead.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasek has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Prime Rosex, Steve Subert back here at Uniontown High School, just about ready to start the third quarter. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Penn Trafford Warriors tied at 23. Anthony Stagno, the leading scorer for Penn Trafford, off the Warriors bench with 9, draining 3 threes on the Uniontown side. Cam Dugan pacing the way with 8. And Steve, we had a lot of quick tempo in this contest in the first half. Just not a lot of points, a lot of second chance opportunities for Penn Trafford. They had some stretches where they went cold. The Warriors jumped on Uniontown, scored the first 8 points of the game. Uniontown started off the second quarter on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, and it was really interesting. The Penn Trafford, started out and they were pretty good, and then they couldn't hit a shot.
Warriors working left to right as we describe it here to start the third quarter. Feldman up top, a little dump down, ball fake off the glass, and then Ethan McDonald, who battled foul trouble in the first half, gets his first 2 points of the game there to put Penn Trafford on top of Uniontown at 25-23.
You could tell that play was at the direction of Coach Kelly just to get that ball down low.
For Baker, looking for 3 in the lead back, missed off the front of the rim. Look out here, Penn Trafford in transition, and a quick 2 for Trent Brown. First 2 of the game for Brown. Warriors, the opening 4 points of this third quarter, they lead at 27-23.
Wow, if you're Coach Kazmarski, you can't like the way this started.
Red Raiders try to reset here with Nolan Baker. Baker off to his left to Sheffy. Sheffy, a little ball fake, directs traffic, switches here again with Baker. And now Cam Dugan working off to his right. Dugan looking for operating room. Dugan driving, shot with the left hand, no good. Another rebound pulled down by Ethan McDonald. McDonald forward to Boss. Boss driving inside, scoop shot, no good. Feldman offensive rebound, got fouled by Baker on the putback attempt.
It's most likely going to be on Baker. Could be, yep, you're right, Brian. They got it on Baker. Fitzgerald was in the vicinity of that.
First personal on Baker, first team foul on Uniontown here in the third quarter.
Coach K starting to chirp a little bit. He's not liking what he's seeing right now.
Feldman, first of 2 free throws, no good. Just like Uniontown in this game, Steve. Penn Trafford has struggled at times from the free throw line. Second of 2 free throws good for Zach Feldman. Feldman with 9. It's a 5-0 mini run to start this third quarter for Penn Trafford. Dugan coming back. A little switch here with Ellsworth. Ellsworth deep 3 up top, trying to draw contact. No good. Goes out of play and back over to Penn Trafford.
Get that kid out of here. Hey, guys, you guys got to take it easy. Distracted.
Feldman will trigger it in here for Penn Trafford into Tyler Boss. Boss out of his own zone. And across to Leonard. Back to Boss here up top. Fronted there by Dugan. Penn Trafford the basketball in a 5-point lead. Up 28-23. 6:19 left here in the third. Little dump down underneath. Hard collision. Ball comes free and Nolan Baker picks it up there for Uniontown. Baker comes back and gets a quick 2 for Uniontown. You're right, Steve. Feldman limping right now on the Penn Trafford side.
Yeah, got his hip. He fell down awkwardly. He's running it off, so hopefully he's okay.
Penn Trafford the basketball back, now up 3 after that Baker basket. Those are the first 2 points for Uniontown here in the third quarter. Feldman with the basketball now.
Pretty good defense by the Red Raiders last couple times down.
A great ball movement coming free on the backside. Trent Brown for a quick 2.
Yeah, they double teamed the ball down there in McDonald, and Brown just kind of shot the left lane there. Nobody covered him.
Dugan on the far wing, working off to his left. Ellsworth setting the screen. Dugan will hop step, finish with a left hand. Cam Dugan.
Yeah, that was nice.
Dugan with 10. Red Raiders back to within 3 at 30-27. 5:19 left here in the third. Tyler Boss back across out to Feldman. He's feeling all right now, Steve.
Yeah.
With a made 3, Zach Feldman now with 12. The big guy showing some range. Just his second made 3 of the season has Penn Trafford up 6 at 33-27. Baker back on the other side for Uniontown. Another fun game to watch here at Uniontown High School tonight. Dugan with Ellsworth setting the screen. Pulls it off to his right there to Baker. Off balance shot, no good. Off the back iron, but Fitzgerald there to clean it up. First 2 of the game for Peyton Fitzgerald, who missed 4 free throws in the first half, but a big make there to pull Uniontown back to within 4, 33-29. 4:35 left here in the third. Feldman with it again. Feldman far wing and in. Little baby floater there. Missed on the shot attempt, got his own rebound, and sent it out near side to Ben Leonard, who drains the three. So threes from Leonard and Feldman here in this third quarter for Penn Trafford have the Warriors up 7 over Uniontown at 36-29 with 4:12 left here in the third. Dugan near side Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald coming near baseline, drives and scores. Peyton Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with 4, and we have a timeout. With 4:04 left here in the third, 36-31 Penn Trafford. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ready, set, Ford. Derby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce the 2025 model year-end sales event going on now. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to upgrade your ride, this is it. For a limited time, get 0% APR for 60 months on some of Ford's most popular models. That's right, Explorer, F-150, Super Duty, Escape, and Transit vans, all with 0% for 60 months, no money down.
Looking for a great lease instead? We've got the deals for you and the inventory too. Lease a new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for $399 per month, or for just $499 per month. Lease a new 2025 Ford Explorer Active, F-150, STX, or Bronco Big Bend. Offer valid for 36-month lease with 10,500 miles per year. Ford financing required. Tax and license extra. First payment due at sign.
It's all happening right now, but hurry in. These offers won't last long. Stop in and see Joey, Jimmy, Sammy, or Ashley at Derby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award-winning dealer located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Offer ends January 5th, 2026.
Brian Mrozek, Steve Superk back here at Uniontown High School after the timeout. Penn Trafford with the basketball in a 5-point lead. Trent Brown up to Feldman. Far side Tyler Boss. Dugan coming out here on Boss in front of the Penn Trafford bench. Now they'll go far baseline over to Leonard. Reset up top. Big guy Feldman again. Misses on the 3 out the front of the rim. Ball comes loose. Fouled there by Trent Brown. Comes back inside. Another miss. Third attempt on the possession. Ethan McDonald gets fouled going up.
Wow.
Shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
That's going to be probably on Baker. And just out hustling. They're out hustling the Red Raiders to the ball.
Second personal on Nolan Baker. Second team foul on Uniontown here in the third quarter. Ethan McDonald, first of 2 free throws, no good. Again, McDonald picked up 2 fouls in the opening 3 minutes of the game. Actually sat for the entire first half. Got a quick 2 here to start the third quarter. Now trying to make some hay here at the free throw line to increase the Penn Trafford lead. It's at 5 right now. Second of 2 free throws, again no good, so it remains at 5. And Uniontown's Nolan Baker with a rebound.
Over and back.
And they are going to call it double dribble. There on Baker to give Penn Trafford the basketball back. Had a couple of comments, Steve. We were mentioning the schedule earlier, asking about Uniontown's next game. It was originally scheduled for Monday at McKeesport. They bumped it back a day.
Yeah.
So both the Red Raiders and the Mustangs will play on Tuesday. Uniontown at McKeesport. That game will tip 7 o'clock on Tuesday the 23rd. Laurel Highlands will host Franklin Regional also on Tuesday the 23rd. And we'll have both of the games on our platform. Same as tonight, Uniontown will be on YouTube. And we'll have the Laurel Highlands game on the WMBS Facebook page. By the way, the Mustangs just underway. They're down 13-9 on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. 36-31 here. Penn Trafford leading Uniontown, but as Steve said, offensive foul, a charge called here away from the ball on Penn Trafford as Cam Dugan went down, and that'll be the third personal foul on Ethan McDonald.
That wasn't a charge. That was just a forearm shiver to knock over Dugan, who was playing good defense, and McDonald got a little frustrated there, and that's a tough third foul for it. He deserved it, but that's just a bad foul to take.
Sheffy up top, watched there by McDonald. Little pivot off to Ellsworth. Ellsworth guarded by Nick Ponko. Comes inside, nothing there. Resets in the corner again to Sheffy. Now Ellsworth here high on the right. Ellsworth trying to fight his way on the inside. Got held going up on the drive. And a foul called here on Penn Trafford's Nick Ponko.
I'm shocked that he's leaving McDonald in the game right now. He's probably going to take him out here. Yeah. Want to say hi to our good friend Ed Walensky, and down at Sandy Howell Notary, he's watching with Tony Hanola tonight.
Oh, wow. So Tony getting some late-night notary work done on a Friday.
Yeah.
And here's Ellsworth coming far baseline. He got stripped going up. Stolen away there by Ben Leonard. Great ball movement, but they can't finish on the inside. They'll send it out for a 3-ball that's no good from Anthony Stagno. And the ball will get knocked out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Uniontown basketball in front of the scorer's table with 2:28 left here in the third quarter. Penn Trafford continues to lead Uniontown by 5 at 36-31. And Laurel Highlands hanging early with Latrobe. Again, on our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire Center. It's Greater Latrobe 13, Laurel Highlands 11 after 1 quarter of play. Cam Dugan here turns it over. Feldman finds it. Outlet pass forward. Putting it off the glass on the initial miss there was Boss, but Nick Ponko off the bench, able to clean it up for his opening 2 points of the game to increase the Penn Trafford lead to 7 over Uniontown at 38-31.
Good hustle by Ponko to follow up. Not taking anything for granted.
Nate Heiss into the game. He's going to launch a quick 3. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound won there by Nick Ponko of Penn Trafford. So Ponko back into the forecourt. Watch there by White. Go back into the corner here to Feldman, and Feldman with a floater that drops, and Zach Feldman having a heck of a game tonight for Penn Trafford with 14 points. Timeout Uniontown with the Penn Trafford lead up to 9 at 40-31. 1:42 left here in the third. We're back at 60 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
As we come back, a quick foul on Penn Trafford's Ben Leonard. That'll be his second. Third team foul of the quarter, 9 shooting, so Uniontown will trigger it in. Nolan Baker bounces it into Peyton Fitzgerald here left of the lane, trying to make some room on Ponko. Fitzgerald, tough shot, but gets it to go, and Peyton Fitzgerald, Steve, trying to come alive here in this third quarter. Has 6 here in the third after not scoring in the first half, and Uniontown back to within 7, down 40-33.
Yeah, he's keeping the Red Raiders in it. 6 points in this third quarter.
Tyler Boss in the corner. Leonard for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Baker had the rebound, lost it, and then able to regain again. Baker back across into the Warrior zone. Baker tried to flip it back to Ellsworth, got intercepted by Leonard. Leonard coming back, he has it stolen by Dugan. Outlet pass forward and across to Nolan Baker, and Baker fouled on his shot attempt. Likely going here on Stagno. Shot one drop, but the Red Raiders will have 2 free throws upcoming.
A little helter-skelter there on both ends. And that probably would favor the Red Raiders of getting some street ball, if you will. Just get some athletes out there moving around, and maybe they can get back in this game.
Second personal on Stagno, 4th team foul of the quarter, and Nolan Baker misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts. And this has been a tough night, Steve, for Uniontown at the foul line tonight.
They're 2 for, 10 or something?
Yeah, 2 for 10, 2 for 11. We'll add up the final numbers after the game. And Baker, another miss there, won't help the cause, especially when Penn Trafford pulls down the rebound. Tyler Boss back across. Touch from Leonard. Reset up top, Nick Ponko. You might see some longer possessions now on the Warriors side with a 7-point lead. They're more of a half-court team, just looking at the way they've played over the years under Doug Kelly and some of the results they've had so far this season. And Tyler Boss sending over here to Feldman. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Doesn't appear to be in a total stall like they were to end the opening 2 quarters.
That's because the Red Raiders are pressuring the ball.
They're going to get a drive from Boss, and Boss is going to draw the foul, so we'll have 2 free throws here with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Be the second personal on Isaac Ellsworth in the act. I know it's still early, Steve, but our Mauser's Tire scoreboard tonight, Laurel Highlands and Latrobe tied at 18. Has to be encouraging for the Mustangs after they got blown out on Tuesday against Gateway, and then saw what Latrobe did to Uniontown. First of 2 free throws for Boss is good. But again, the issue for Laurel Highlands has been closing out games, and we'll see if they can continue to hang with the Wildcats tonight. Tyler Boss, second of 2. And this one spins out. Fitzgerald, the rebound there for Uniontown.
They haven't been great from the free throw line either.
No. It's one of the reasons we're sitting here at 41-33 with 10 seconds left in the third. Jumper right of the lane, Cam Dugan good. And Dugan's had a nice game with 12. Down to 3 seconds left. The Penn Trafford lead at 6. Feldman from the near wing misses on a 3. But Penn Trafford will head to the fourth quarter with a 6-point lead over Uniontown at 41-35. We're back with that 4th and 60 here in the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Randy, what are you doing up on that ladder?
Well, I was just trying to... Whoa!
Randy, are you okay? I will get Jenna Luska, one of our providers.
I think I just jingled all the way down.
Let's get you to Monty Med same-day care right now.
This holiday season, if you take a tumble, catch a winter bug, or just need quick medical care, Monty Med same-day care is here for you. No appointment needed. Walk right in. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
41-35, Penn Trafford leads Uniontown as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subert, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Uniontown starts the fourth quarter with the basketball working right to left as we describe it, as Cam Dugan quickly brings it into the forecourt. Switches back here with Isaac Ellsworth. Fronted there by Leonard. Isaac on the inside. They're going to call that foul on the floor before the make.
Coach doesn't like it, but he probably ought to be thankful they didn't call an offensive foul. And the way Ellsworth got the shoulder.
They got the fourth on McDonald.
Yep.
There's a big foul for the Red Raiders to get on one of the bigs for the Warriors. Fitzgerald here right off the inbounds pass. Back to Nolan Baker between the circles again to Cam Dugan. Dugan, jumper, far elbow, no good. Goes right to Fitzgerald. It resets to Sheffy. Up top again to Ellsworth as Uniontown gets a little reprieve on this possession. Far baseline, Fitzgerald try to hand off there to Baker. They're going to call another floor foul here against the Warriors.
That's going to be on Leonard. That's going to be his third.
Correct. The foul's starting to add up a little bit here on the Penn Trafford side. They still lead Uniontown by 6 at 41-35 with 7:31 left in the fourth. They did call that in the act, so Baker, first of 2 free throws, no good. Baker 0 of 3 from the foul line tonight. Lead remains at 6 for Penn Trafford.
And no points so far this fourth quarter.
Baker came in averaging 63% this season from the free throw line. Now 0 of 4 tonight after that miss, and Penn Trafford with a rebound. Feldman hauls it in on the far side. Back between the circles, Boss. Near side, Trent Brown. Brown down low to Feldman. A little bounce pass back in Brown's direction. Couldn't hang on, and look out, Cam Dugan going the other way. A little bit out of control, but he's able to scoop it up and in. 14 for Dugan. Uniontown back to within 4 at 41-37. As we approach the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter, Penn Trafford will take a timeout. We'll take it as well. 41-37 Warriors are back at 60 on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
7:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Penn Trafford leads Uniontown 41-37. Warriors with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Trent Brown back to Feldman. A little ball fake on Sheffy. Comes inside, floats it up. Shot won't drop. Sheffy, a big rebound there for Uniontown in traffic. And he's going to get fouled underneath.
It's going to be on Brown.
His second. Third team foul of the quarter already here against Penn Trafford. We only played a minute of this fourth quarter. As Nolan Baker sends it into Cam Dugan. Laurel Highlands leading Greater Latrobe 25-24. 2 minutes left there in the second quarter. Dugan drives, hands off Sheffy. Missed there on the far block, gets it back and puts it up and in. So Anthony Sheffy, a second bucket of the night, as Uniontown back to within 2 at 41-39 with 6:27 left in regulation. Feldman, far side Leonard. Big possession here for the Warriors as their lead is whittled down to 2. Boss over to Feldman, far block, trying to bounce back in here on Sheffy. Up top again to Brown, far side Leonard. Leonard bouncing it into Feldman again. Feldman a little ball fake, resetting up top, trying to reposition and got fouled. That was a big matchup down on the block, Sheffy and Feldman. Sheffy picks up the foul.
Fourth.
And a little extra conversation here. As Steve said, the fourth personal on Sheffy. First team foul on Uniontown here in the fourth quarter. And Feldman will shoot 2. And he's 63% so far this season. Makes his first of 2 here.
That's the first point of the quarter for the Warriors, and somehow they still have a 3-point lead.
At 42-39. Second of 2 free throws from Feldman. No good. Sheffy the rebound there for Uniontown. It's it out to Fitzgerald. Got to get Dugan the ball, and he turns it over. Right in front of us. Might have went off his knee and out there, Steve.
Yeah, that was...
They're trying to work it over to him just to get a good ball handler to bring it across. Because Sheffy and Fitzgerald were having some issues there in their own zone. And now Penn Trafford inbounds, and Dugan will pick up a quick foul, trying to knock it away from Dubiak.
Dugan's getting frustrated. He's got to be careful.
2 personals on Cam Dugan. It's on the floor, so no damage done as Nick Ponko sends it in to Dubiak. Touch up top, Brown down to Ponko, had it blocked away. Red Raiders back on it, Ellsworth. Pulling up here in the near wing in the Penn Trafford zone. Uniontown could tie the game with a made 3. Fitzgerald holds up top over to Dugan. Dugan right of the lane. Now backing outside the arc over to Ellsworth.
They're just not giving him any room.
No. Ellsworth just 4 points in this game. Trying to pivot off of Dubiak. He'll take it on the inside. Shot with the left hand, no good. Feldman the rebound. You can sense the frustration from Ellsworth, as Steve said. Came up a little limp. There, the 3-ball good for Trent Brown. 3-ball, corner pocket. Brown, he is 7. Penn Trafford back up 6 at 45-39 as we approach the 5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Tough sequence there for the Red Raiders. You get the miss from Ellsworth. He comes up limping, and then the drain 3 from Brown. Uniontown trying to answer back with Sheffy. He misses on the 3-ball up top.
They're going to give Sheffy that, Brian, but they won't let Ellsworth anywhere near that shot.
And now you'll see some slowdown, I think, here on the Penn Trafford side. The lead at 6, 4:42 to play. Ben Leonard on the inside, a little pivot back. Brown was open for a moment. Now take the jumper from the far elbow, no good. Rebound tipped around, they controlled there from Ellsworth. Ellsworth trying to work out of his own zone. He'll get fouled in the backcourt there by Trent Brown. That'll be his 3rd. I think that's the 15th foul as well on Penn Trafford here in the quarter.
That's a 4th.
4th, okay, they put it up quick then. And Ellsworth will trigger it in. So the Red Raiders remain with possession. Down 6. Ellsworth needs to get this one in. Try to bounce it into Baker. Got stolen. And then Baker with a hard foul there on Trent Brown.
Just out hustling.
And you're right, all night long, Penn Trafford has out-hustled Uniontown to the basketball. And that's been evident on the second chance possessions the Warriors have gotten all night long.
Well, Dugan down there, nobody's came back to kind of help. He tried to streak down in front of the inbounder.
First of 2 free throws, good for Trent Brown. Brown, 4 here in the fourth, 8 for the game.
And then Baker came from on the other side of the court, and really nothing there. He had to throw it in, right, Brian? He was going to get a
5-second call if he didn't. Brown missed the second free throw. Dugan coming back the other way.
No. They're going to call it
blocking foul. I think it's a good call. I don't think Brown had position. Even though Dugan was a bit out of control, Brown never established himself.
Kelly doesn't like that. Coach Kelly doesn't like that, and that's a 4th on Brown. So that'll send Dugan to the line, and they need to start making some free throws. And he's been actually pretty good this year.
Dugan came in 73% from the free throw line this season, makes his first of 2 here. And Steve, at halftime, Laurel Highlands leads Latrobe 29-24 on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. Again, for the folks on the radio side, we'll join that after our game wraps up. Dugan now for a second of 2. Uniontown down 6 here at 46-40 and misses on the second free throw at the front of the rim. Penn Trafford, another rebound brought down by Tyler Boss. So 2 great games tonight on our platform, Steve, here. Penn Trafford a 6-point lead on the basketball. 4:09 to play, and Nolan Baker will be called for a little reach-in.
That's going to be at least his 3rd.
I have him for, no, it's 4. 4 now for Baker.
Yeah.
Uniontown will have to watch that situation as Chase White now will check in for Nolan. So the foul's starting to add up. You have Trent Brown with 4, Ben Leonard with 3, Ethan McDonald with 4 on the Penn Trafford side, Nolan Baker and Anthony Sheffy, 4 fouls apiece on the Uniontown side. 4:06 left here in regulation. Penn Trafford the basketball and a 6-point lead over Uniontown. Tyler Boss here on the near wing, back between the circles again to Nick Palco. Palco now resets here edge of the zone. Fitzgerald coming out defensively for Uniontown. Palco over to Feldman.
It's a little early to start stalling.
You don't want to become too complacent too soon. This is more Penn Trafford style, though. They typically play. They're not a real end-to-end team. Feldman now resets here high on the left. Uniontown's committed 14 fouls here in the quarter, so the next one will send Penn Trafford to the line, but Feldman has a seam, takes it, and gets another 2 to go.
How did you let 3 guys from Uniontown, or 2 defenders down there after he beat the first guy, let him go right to the basket?
And it gives Penn Trafford an 8-point lead. Peyton Fitzgerald near baseline, got 2 deep and missed on the shot attempt. Penn Trafford another rebound. Now they're up 8, Steve, with 3:05 to play. Palco wasn't expecting that pass, able to turn his head at the last minute and keep it alive.
Now they're going to they're going to stall now.
They're going to make Uniontown foul here. Now the inside will slip from Boss, trying to regain, getting a little helter-skelter, and Uniontown forces the turnover. Look out here, Sheffy coming back, trying to dunk, and that's a situation. You're down 8, you just need to lay it up and in. Missed on the shot attempt. Fitzgerald there left in the lane, back up top Dugan, and he banks home a 3. I don't know if he called it, Steve, but it dropped for Cam Dugan and a big shot. Has Uniontown back to within 5 at 48-43. 2:33 left here in the fourth. Timeout on the floor will take it as well. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
2:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Uniontown High School Red Raiders down 5 at 48-43. A big 3 from Cam Dugan right before the timeout, certainly helping the Red Raiders' cause. With Penn Trafford for the basketball right now. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Montgomery Medical and Stewart Collision, as Penn Trafford has the ball here. 2:23 to play. Working left to right. Feldman on the inside. Now pulls back out here high on the right to Nick Ponko. Edge of the zone, Tyler Boss, close to an over and back. Good defense there from Dugan. Now reset again to Trent Brown with 2:10 to play. Brown, eye down by Sheffy. Little flip back to Tyler Boss. And again, it's going to be Uniontown's going to have to come out here and foul. Now contact, it's going to be a charge on Feldman. Huge call with 1:55 to play. Uniontown get the basketball back, down 5. Doug Kelly says no way.
Well, he's arguing that Ellsworth just kind of slipped and Feldman just ran over him because it was just kind of a tripping situation. Really wasn't much Feldman do to knock him over, but it sure looked like it. And a great break for the Red Raiders.
And Ellsworth on the ball now, along too far side, too strong. Battle for the rebound, getting feisty. Jump ball and call possession arrow. Penn Trafford on that battle between Boss and Baker. And it'll be Ponko to trigger it back in, so 1:43 to play. Timeout situation. Uniontown 2 remaining, Penn Trafford 3 remaining. Here again with 1:43 left in the fourth.
McDonald comes back in with those 4 fouls. Of course, no reason to save him for the bus ride home, right?
No. Roll him out right now. Uniontown that 2-2-1. Broken across to Boss. Boss resets up top. Open look, Leonard missed it out the front of the rim. Again, offensive rebound though from Trent Brown. Out to Feldman again, 1:26 to play. They got another second chance here, Steve, on this possession. Now Feldman just holding, fronted there by Sheffy, 1:15 to play. Feldman on a little switchback here with Boss. 1:10 to play. Penn Trafford the basketball, and they're going to call an offensive foul. That was kind of one of those head jerks there from Ellsworth.
Well, he stuck his arm out and give Ellsworth credit for recognizing that and kind of, flicked his head back into the left like Kramer did. And, it just was enough to get the call, which was a great job by Ellsworth.
1:08 to play, so Uniontown with life. Down 5 with the basketball. And Cam Dugan will trigger it in. Dugan into White. Watch there by Ponko. Chase White bounces baseline Dugan. Dugan banked into 3 earlier, launches here and hits again! Cam Dugan, 2 big threes here in this fourth quarter for Uniontown. Has the Red Raiders back to within 2 at 48-46. 48 seconds left here in the fourth. Timeout will take it as well. 2-point game. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Stova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Stova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignment, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
48-46, Penn Trafford trying to hang on late. We were tied at 23 at halftime. A big third quarter had the Warriors up 41-35 after 3. Now it's 48-46 Penn Trafford with 49 seconds left in regulation. And the Warriors will trigger it in front of their own bench. Certainly buckle up time now, Steve.
Yeah. Penn Trafford, you just wonder if they're going to try to score anymore, if they're just going to try to hold on to the ball.
Leonard sending it in there to Ethan McDonald. Back to Leonard again. 44 seconds left. Leonard watched there by Ellsworth. Off to his right to Tyler Boss, who gets fouled by Chase White. Just his first personal foul, but it will send Boss to the free throw line. And Boss, just limited attempts so far this season, came into the game 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. The lead at 2, and he'll get 2 free throws here. Boss, first of 2 on the way, and no good. Put it off the back iron, Steve. Wasn't really great form on that free throw attempt.
Kind of clanked it off the back of the rim, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Now Boss for a second of 2. Uniontown student section getting into it. And the second free throw is good. The lead at 3, 4 points for Boss tonight. And Cam Dugan will bring it back across. Red Raiders work right to left. Dugan, far wing, Ellsworth 3 in the tie! He banked it in from the wing! Isaac Ellsworth, 7 points, has this game tied at 49. 20 seconds to play, quick timeout. Penn Trafford will step aside for a quick 30, with this game tied at 49 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Prime
times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
There we go, tied at 49. Uniontown and Penn Trafford Warriors basketball. We had overtime on Monday for Uniontown and Bell Vernon. Might have overtime here to end the week, Steve, between the Warriors and the Red Raiders. Ben Leonard to trigger it in from in front of the Warriors bench. 21.2 left on the clock. Gets it in there to Feldman. Feldman back edge of the zone, Tyler Boss. Going to try to take it down here for the last shot. Leonard with it, 11 seconds left. Over to Feldman up top, watched there by Sheffy. Down to 7 seconds left. Feldman working to his right. Feldman in trouble, will turn and shoots, and he gets it to go as time expires. Zachary Feldman, as the Warriors storm the courts. Zeros on the clock. And Penn Trafford with a Zachary Feldman basket to win it. And the Warriors with a walk-off win.
Wow, what a game.
And Feldman will finish with 20 tonight.
I got him, yeah, you got 20? I had 19.
19. And Penn Trafford, the folks on the radio side, will improve to 3-5 overall. 2-1 in the conference. The loss will drop Uniontown to 3-4 overall. 1-2 in conference play. The folks on the video side, stay tuned. We'll be back for a full recap of this one. For you folks on the radio side, we're going to switch you out to Greater Latrobe and Laurel Highlands, where the Mustangs lead the Wildcats 35-26. We'll get you out to that game in just a moment here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Again, your final score, Penn Trafford 51 and Uniontown 49. Your folks on the radio side, so long everybody from Uniontown High School.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and seal.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible.
We're here.
All right. Hey, whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. Brian Rozak and Steve Stewart back here at Uniontown High School. And Steve, we saw a thriller tonight. The Penn Trafford Warriors on a game-winning shot from Zachary Feldman down the Uniontown Red Raiders 51-49. Our post-game show being brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Regardless of your legal problem, Davis & Davis promises you personalized, friendly hometown service. Steve, is your final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, for the Red Raiders, White finishes with 2 points. Dugan led the way with 21. He was terrific tonight. Coffey with 2. Baker with 7. Ellsworth with 7. Sheffy with 4 and Fitzgerald with 6. They scored 9 in the first, 14 in the second, 12 in the third, 14 in the fourth. 49 for the ball game. For the Penn Trafford Warriors, Boss finishes with 4 points. Leonard with 7. Brown with 8. Stagnano with 9. McDonald just 2. He had foul trouble all night. And Feldman 19, none bigger than those last 2 that he made to win the game at the buzzer, as they scored 12 in the first, 11 in the second, 18 in the third, 10 in the fourth for a 51-49 exciting victory for the Warriors, and a pretty good game from both teams. It was pretty entertaining, but Uniontown just coming out a little bit on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, really a back-and-forth game that could have went either way, and we had a lot of missed shots on both sides, missed foul shots. I mean, if you're Rob Kaczmarski in the Uniontown side, you're going to go back and look at all those missed free throws in a 51-49 game. The end result could have been very different if some of those went down. You had Fitzgerald at 0 of 4. Baker was 0 of 4. Dugan
3 free throws out of probably
was 1 of
14.
3. Ellsworth hit both of his. And White was
0 for 1.
0 of 1 on an and one.
Yeah.
So it was a tough night for Uniontown at the free throw line. And
they weren't great either. They made,
but still,
5,
if you end up
6.
worrying about yourself, though, and you make your own free throws, you don't have to worry about what the other team does.
Yeah.
So the Red Raiders fall to the Penn Trafford Warriors 51-49.
I might just quick math, Brian. They were only 10 for 21, so they weren't much better.
Yeah. It's still a tough night for the Uniontown Red Raiders at the free throw line tonight, and they fall to the Penn Trafford Warriors 51-49. We focus on the radio side, back with one final segment right after this. Be segment 2 coming down. Brian Morozak and Steve Stewart back one final time from Uniontown High School. The Penn Trafford Warriors have down the Uniontown Red Raiders 51-49. So Uniontown a couple of days off, Steve, and they'll get back at it on Tuesday on the road at McKeesport. Again, that was a schedule change. The game was originally scheduled for Monday night, moved to Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:10. We'll also have coverage of Laurel Highlands and Franklin Regional. But really nice to see 2 competitive games on our platforms tonight. Laurel Highlands and Greater Latrobe, a tight game. And here, Penn Trafford, a 51-49 win over Uniontown. The Red Raiders certainly much more competitive tonight. I know they would have wanted to get the W, but still, I think some building blocks as you move into next week for the game against McKeesport.
Well, you certainly always want to get the W, right? But, usually Uniontown's used to winning games like this.
Correct.
And then, especially on their home floor. But give Penn Trafford credit. They actually had 7-8 point lead in the middle of that fourth quarter, and Uniontown stormed back to get a couple of big threes. Dugan was terrific, and then, Ellsworth, who did not do a lot offensively, hit a big three, banked it in front of the Red Raider bench, and all of a sudden it's a tie game, and then the Warriors kind of held on for the last shot, and Feldman wins it at the buzzer.
And Penn Trafford up next for them. They will take on Greater Latrobe, road game coming up on Tuesday as well. So that should be a big contest right before Christmas for Penn Trafford and Greater Latrobe. Steve, enjoyed it as always. I know I won't see you again until after Christmas. You'll be down with me, I believe, a week from Monday at Charleroi for one of the Christmas tournament games for Uniontown. But hopefully you have a great Christmas, and we'll see you a week from Monday.
And happy Festivus.
Yes, happy Festivus on Tuesday. Again, I have to thank Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. For the entire crew, including my broadcast partner Steve Superk and Brian Morozek, and have yourselves a pleasant good evening and a fun weekend as well. Get all of that holiday shopping done. Penn Trafford a 51-49 win over Uniontown tonight. So everybody from Uniontown High School.